don't know. We'll see. Leave on Thursday morning. If anyone cares, which probably not. What the hell? Dun, 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 dun. Let's see who wanders into the chat. Hey, there's Matthew Shook. Hey, Matthew, how's it going? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Jack Crane is here as well. Greetings, sir. How's it going? So yeah, as the title of this video says, this is a pre-Wonderfest chat. I'm going to Wonderfest this weekend, leaving on Thursday morning, early, getting there around 4 p.m. on Thursday evening. And then I'll be there till Monday. I leave Monday morning, and I'll be back here around 4 p.m. kind of thing. So hopefully you enjoy it, Matthew. I thought it was really good. I really enjoyed it. So go check out that Obi-Wan series. Holy Gabriel is here as well. Nice. So yeah, going to Wonderfest, and went to Wonderfest for like 6 years in a row after going the first time, and then had to take 2 years break because of COVID, because damn COVID. Murray Nathan, just because something takes in outer space, does that make it science fiction? I would say that's a very good question. I was going to say yes, but a show about space shuttle pilots, let's say, wouldn't be, because it would be science fact. Interesting question, and I'm not sure how to answer it. Chuck A, hi, Wonderfest bound, Captain Foley. Well, not yet, soon. NZ Fades, Stranger Things is amazing. You're going to love it when you find the time to watch it. The episodes are long, almost too much information, but great. Yes, I'll be, maybe check that out tonight after the live watching episode. Cosmo says, good to see you, Cap. Been busy and have missed your lives. Hope you're doing well. What's Wonderfest all about? Well, Wonderfest is every year in Louisville, Kentucky, at the Crown Plaza. They have what's called Wonderfest, which is it's a take on the original Wonderfest, which is over in Japan, which is much larger. And basically, it started out being like models, like model figures of people or characters. But Wonderfest has evolved into basically a model show about science fiction. So a lot of spaceships and different sci-fi franchises. They still hold true to their roots and have like figures as well. And there's a lot of really fantastic figures. There's even an event on Saturday nights called Naked Resin, where it's all like adult themed statues and stuff like that. So yeah, that's what I'm doing this weekend, and I'll do a live from the floor. Rick Sternbach's going to be there. Nicholas Meyer is going to be there this year. Eric Chu from Battlestar Galactica is going to be there. There's going to be a lot of people there, and John Eves is supposed to be there. I don't know if he's still going to be coming, but John Eves is supposed to be there. A lot of other people. I would just say look up Wonderfest online and see who's there. NZ Fade, Stranger Things, 7 episodes. There are another 2 that haven't come out. It's still not over. I think 8th episode is 90 minutes. Last episode is over 2 hours. Oof. Chuck A, what do you think about the preview for the next Stranger World episode? I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. Hey, Colin, how's it going? Good evening. Matthew says, I'm thinking of writing a book series about space and time travel. Well, don't think about it. Do it. It'd be awesome. I love time travel stuff. So, hello, Olam Drab. Colin Barrett. So, we are taking bets on who will be the first captain. Who will be the first to upset the captain by calling it WonderCon. I mean, sure, it is definitely not called WonderCon. I really hate when people do that. I think there is a WonderCon, but it's a completely different thing. But yeah, it's Wonderfest. Fest, get it right, or I will kill you. I will hunt you down. I'll chase you round the moons of Nibia, and round the Antares maelstrom, and round perdition's flames before I give you up. It's Wonderfest. This is the way. So yeah, I'm really not looking forward to driving this year. My buddy Blappy was supposed to drive. He just got a new car and he wanted to take it down, but he's having some health issues, which makes it impossible for him to go. So I'll be driving down with Pete, one of our friends that goes every year with us, and just be me and Pete, and see how it goes. It's about a 7.5 hour drive for me, which isn't too bad. I do enjoy driving, but as I said, this year I'm not looking forward to driving for some reason. I just drove to Chicago at the beginning of the month, and that was by myself, which being with Pete is kind of like being by myself. Just kidding, Pete. And the drive to Wonderfest is a little bit longer than the Chicago drive, but still, I was kind of in the mindset of not having to drive, and then all of a sudden, last minute, it got shifted to that I have to drive, and it's like, oh, okay, well, at least my car's in good shape. Just got my brakes done thanks to Paul. Yeah, everything else should be good to go for that. But I'm just not looking forward to it. I don't know. Just the border, I always hate dealing with the border. Evening, everyone. Hope you had a good holiday weekend. Yes, hope everybody had a good holiday. NZ Fade, if they ever invent a transporter, life will change as we know it. Yes, it will. Matthew Shook, do you think we will ever see Khan in Strange New Worlds? Do you think we will ever con in Strange New Worlds anytime soon? No, I don't think so. Olam Drab, it was as okay as a terrible cold allowed. Oh no, that sucks. Birth defect, is it winter up there? Really? Today we actually had a heat warning because we have a heat event the next few days. It was 30 degrees Celsius, which is according to the Humidex factor, it felt like 34 degrees Celsius, which is hot. Very hot. So, no, it's not winter up there. Hopefully that wasn't a serious question. Because if it was a serious question, I'd have to hurt you. It's June. It is June. We're on the same calendar as you guys. I don't know if you knew that. Red Stripe Jamaican beer. Pretty good stuff. So I don't know if anybody here that's watching is going to be going to Wonderfest. But if you are, and you see me, say hi. Winter is coming into winter in New Zealand. Yeah, New Zealand and Australia are going through the winter months now, which is weird. But I don't think you guys get snow, so it just gets a little bit cooler. And yeah. Birth defect. I thought since it's in the other hemisphere and time zone. Trust me, it's summer here. It's very, very much summer, finally. It took forever. It's very rainy, cold, miserable fucking spring this year, but it's what it is. There's snow in New Zealand, just in areas with mountains, not on our beaches, etc. Well, Lucky you. I want to visit New Zealand just because it's such a beautiful country. And yeah, you can basically see snow and hills and beaches, and you got like everything. That's a good thing. Olam says it's like summerish o'clock. Matthew, is there any news on Star Trek 4 with Chris Pine crew? I hope to see some news soon. No. Even the last news, which was everybody made a big deal of, and we're like, just calm your horses. We'll believe it when we're in the movie in the theater with the popcorn. No, the actors weren't even aware that there was that announcement was made by somebody, and somebody took it and ran with it, and it wasn't even a real announcement. So no, there's been no news, and there won't be anytime soon. So don't get your hopes up. NZ Fade, 2-hour drive to the snow, 2 hours to the beach. Life is good. That's a nice. 2 hours is no problem. My dad lives an hour away. You know, I'm going to be driving 7.5 hours to Louisville on Thursday. 7.5 hour drive is a little bit rough, but it's very doable for sure. So yeah, 2 hours for snow, 2 hours for beach. I hate you so much. Lots of sheep. And I'm not a fan of long drives these days. Why is that? Why these days? Birth Defect says, I spent Christmas in Dubai one year where it was 90 degrees Fahrenheit, but we got to see snow and a indoor ski slope at the mall. Nice, nice. That's the way I'd like to see snow. I don't mind snow. I don't mind looking at it. I don't mind standing out in it as long as it's not too blizzardy and blowy and cold. But it's the snow that, oh, look how beautiful the snowfall is. Yeah, and I got to fucking shovel the driveway and the sidewalk and the back deck in like an hour. Fuck. And then once you do it, it keeps snowing and you have to do it again. It's the shovel and snow that sucks. Anybody that says if you want something, if you do something right the first time, you don't have to redo it, never shoveled a Canadian driveway. Just saying. New Zealand does seem great. I'd live there. Yes, hell yeah. NZ Fade, bad drivers on the road, cost of petrol, gotten old, no longer exciting. I love traveling, but only when I get there. Yeah, that's fair enough. Gas is going to be a little bit of a killer going down, but that's all right. Only drive a 4-cylinder Chevy Cruze, so it's not bad on gas, actually. My biggest issue is just the border agents being dicks. What are you bringing into the country? Go fuck yourself. You know what? If I want to do something illegal, just, yeah, customs agents are kind of assholes. It's kind of hit and miss. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not so good. My last experience coming back from Chicago wasn't great, and I was just like, ugh. After 2 years of not traveling, and then this is how you are, like, have you been bored? You must have been bored, because why would I be doing anything? Like, it's just ridiculous. But anyway, it's neither here nor there. I'm getting old and snow is trash. Thinking of moving to a desert, Arizona maybe. There you go. I wouldn't mind doing that. Save my Camaro from rust. Well, I'm drab. I'm pretty outstanding driver. Just give me an old Celica. The Holy Gabriel, we Virginians put dump rocks full of salt everywhere to get rid of snow and rust on our vehicles. So dump trucks full of salt everywhere to get rid of the snow. To get rid of the snow and rust, or to get rid of the snow and therefore rust our vehicles? Because yeah, it's the same here. NC Fade, can you let us know when you're arriving at the border so we can phone ahead? No. On another note, does anyone have any spare rubber gloves? Donnie Pearson, hello Cap and all. Hope everyone's weekend was memorable. Mwah, 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 mwah. Megan Bruns, I used to make 850 miles, 13.5 hours, 4 times every 21 days to work and home. Wow, shit, that's awful. Olam Drab, I do, New Zealand, but I'm on like the opposite side of the planet. Source them locally. Source what locally? I'm confused. Give me a minute, just gotta check something here. Stop looking at my butt. Just had to redirect the vent thing on the air conditioning so it would cool the room a bit better. Colin would let her have gone, but flights are expensive at the moment, and I have a big paranormal investigation coming up on the 18th. That's awesome. I want to do a paranormal investigation with you, Colin. Oh, rubber gloves. Gotcha. Donnie Pearson, New Zealand is on my bucket list. Mine too. Mine too. NC Fade, our Prime Minister met Biden today in the White House. I noticed she showed a lot of leg. Ooh, I'm guessing she was informed that Biden would need something to remember her by. International diplomacy. Birth defect. Dumb question for our New Zealand friends. Does it snow in the Australian outback? I never thought of that. I don't think it does. That's my guess. Maybe misguided. I don't know. But that would be my thought. But let us know. Does the Australian outback get snow? You'll have to ask an Australian that. Where's Joseph when you need him? Considering every time I post pictures of snow in the winter or how much I have to shovel, he's like, send it our way. We could really use it to cut through this heat. My guess would be no. They don't get snow in Australia. So, Geraldine Karstensen, $25. That is an amazing super chat. Thank you so much. I'll spot you 2 gallons of gas with the way it's going up. Also incredibly excited for Strange New Worlds episode 5. Well, thank you so much for the gas money. Much appreciated. It'll definitely help. So thank you very much. Okay, here's the thing. I'm always excited for new Star Trek. I'm excited for Strange New Worlds. I haven't seen the trailer for the next one. However, I'm going to be in Wonderfest. Like I said, I'm driving all day Thursday. Usually Thursday morning I watch it. Then Thursday morning before noon, I have to talk to Samuel or film with Samuel, film a review, film our little breakdown videos, and then we do our live on Friday. Considering I'm going to be in Louisville, I might have to film with him Thursday evening so he can edit it and have it out for Friday. As for the live, I very much doubt that I'll be on the live on Friday. It might just be Samuel talking about it, but we'll have to see. So just keep that in mind, guys. I'm not going to be back until late Monday. So, and Tuesday is Samuel's birthday on the 7th. So we're not exactly sure how the next 2 weeks are going to go. Plus we have Orville starting on the 2nd as well, which is the Thursday. So a lot of shit going on. We'll put it that way. NZ Fade, from memory, when they filmed Mad Max in Australia, they had a desert, and 2 weeks before filming it rained, and the desert ended up looking green with flowers. They had to move their shoot. Yes, I heard that. First rainfall they had in like 30 years or something silly. Fry Minis, did you see Ewan McGregor's video? The Star Wars Twitter account just tweeted. No. Hey Cap, hope the birthday festivities were great. We closed our school today with the kids. Only 2 more days and summer starts for me. That's awesome, Brian. Jack Crane, some small places in New South Wales. Yes. but decreases each year. What, snow? Colin Barrett, I love Toyota Celicas. I've had 3. NZ Fade, Samuel alone, is that even a thing? Could be, you'll have to see. He's not as engaging. You'll have to make sure he talks. So, birth defect. I know New Zealand is in Australia, but it's much closer than the US. I've only ever been south of the equator once. Holy Gabriel, you should start a Trekyards paranormal investigation unit. I've studied a fair bit of demonology, angelology, if that'll help. I think that'd be more for the Captain Foley personal channel, but sure. NZ Fade says, since Australia is a continent, I'm going to assume they have a ski season and with some of their mountains. It might be a fair bet for the mountains. Jack Crane says, we do, but climate change is hurting it. New Zealand is in Australia. It's next to Australia. Yeah, it's close enough. You know. Difference between New Zealand and Australia. Australia is full of criminals. New Zealand is not. It's that simple. Australia used to be a penal colony for the British, so I mean, is that going to make anybody mad? I don't know. Learn geography, space explorers. Daniel Milburn, $10. Late to the party, but hey, I'll buy you a drink. Cheers. Thank you so much, Daniel. Cheers to you. Red Stripe beer from Jamaica. With a little stubby bottle. New Zealand is full of hobbits. Weird to think a place with kangaroos that has snow. Yeah. Wouldn't mind going to Australia someday, or, well, definitely New Zealand, though. But, it's a long flight, my friends. That's like the main thing that I'm not looking forward to. Anyhow. Reminds me of the Top Gear Australia guys. Been made to drive upside down on Top Gear UK. Fry Minis, what kind of drama would need to happen for you to shut down the channel permanently? Like death? Someone of us dying, maybe? And even then, probably not. NZ Fade, I think they're just finishing up the latest Avatar movie at the moment in New Zealand. Ah, yes. Feed Me Seymour. Literally had a drinking session on Monday. It was crates of Red Stripe. Ooh, nice. Brian says, Cap, any special guests or artists that are planning to talk on or to interview? We've talked to Aaron Waltke, who is one of the lead guys on Prodigy. We've got an interview with him in the bag. We also have the one with Mike McMahon and his team, which will be released closer to the release of the next season of Lower Decks. We also have Mike Sussman coming on board for an interview soon. He is the writer of In a Mere Darkly for Enterprise and about 30 other episodes of DS9, Voyager, and Enterprise. So we'll be talking about his scripts. And also David Blass, who is the lead visual artist or the lead visual guy for Picard. We're going to be talking to him as well at some point soon. So yes, lots to look forward to. Jack Crane, LOL, I'm in South Australia and we're a poor colony, no criminals. Well, to start with. Why can't Australians say six? It sounds like sex. The favorite thing for me that Australians say is water. 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 Every time Shark Week comes on Discovery, it's the sharks were in the water. Every time they say water, there's always like an Australian in like every episode of Shark Week. And just water. Just love the way you guys say water. Do you view Samuel Moore as a brother or a son or maybe a daddy? Well, that's gonna get you banned there, Fry Minis. He's a friend, so. So, Feed Me Seymour, don't like Avatar. I just couldn't understand why people love that movie so much. I liked it, actually. I especially liked the 3D. Are you taking any models to display at Wonderfest, and if so, which ones? The answer is no, I won't be taking any. I don't have anything completed. I mean, I'm sure I could take some of my older ones, but I don't want to do that. I'm not taking any. Plus, just traveling with them in the car, I don't want to be driving for 7 hours and have to slam on the brakes and have something breakable there, so. You should hear the Germans say 6. Watching from Los Alamos National Laboratory. Ooh, Office of Chemical Physics Research. Thank you. Awesome. Why are you watching me? There's other things probably more exciting there to be watching or taking care of anyway. Avatar was visually beautiful but very forgettable movie. Sorry. No, I get that. I get that. Stranger Thing was good. Half season 4. Can't wait for the rest. Wada. Rest in peace, Steve Irwin. What a beaut. Wait. Is it Sub-Commander Valiant Thor? I say what? And Fry Minis. That question was inappropriate. The daddy thing was not fucking required at all. That was incredibly rude, and you've been timed out. You're not hidden from the channel yet. Keep it up with shit like that and you will be. So, the Spike Island investigation is going to be a long-term project. It may take years, but if you are ever in this part of the world, let me know and we'll see if a night can be organized. Where is it, Colin? Where are you? Henzy Fade. It was the first 3D movie they did. I hate watching 3D at the movies now, though. Last one, I think, was the Hobbit trilogy, but I'd rather just watch a normal IMAX movie, etc. Thoughts on Top Gun? Top Gun was fantastic. I really loved it. Hello, JL Young. Christopher Luke Topher, give yourself some time. A lot of road construction here. Of course there is. Feed Me Seymour. You should hear Germans pronounce Depeche Mode. Everything counts. Let's just say sounds like the O is silent. Everything counts. Birth defects. Find you someone who looks at you like the way Steve did a croc. Rest in peace. Yes, poor Steve. Vile Mike. Howdy, folks. Hope you and the family are doing well, Captain Foley. We all are, Vile Mike. Hope you're doing well as well. Welcome to the channel. Hit that like button, everybody. We have 41 people, 31 likes. Let's try to get those likes up. What the hell were we talking about? Australians for some reason. Wonderfest. Then I got severely irritated by a dumbass comment or question. I'll have some beer. That'll make it better. So yeah, looking forward to Strange New Worlds, obviously, but like I said, I'm going to be away. So the schedule is going to be a little wonky, I think, for lives. We'll try to keep it as structured as we can, but we'll have to see how it goes. So just be aware that if there is a live for this next one, I likely won't be on it. Hopefully I'll be able to film at least an edited review of the episode with Samuel, so you guys can still get both of our takes on it. But I'll be back next week, and then things should start falling back into place for normalcy. I just finished taking the Vile kids out to dinner and my youngest daughter's 12th birthday. So not so bad here. That's good. Happy birthday to her. JL Young, science fiction. fiction based on imagined future scientific or technological advances and major social or environmental changes, frequently portraying space or time travel and life on other planets. That is the definition of sci-fi. Back Alley Radio, how is that red stripe? I've actually never tried it. I'm thinking about buying some to review it during my radio show. It's really good. We had this like every day when we went to Jamaica. They would always have like 12 in the fridge. So you take it down to the beach with you, you drink in your room, whatever. They also had like big full bottles of rum and vodka, and there was like 4 bottles of different things. And you just take your glass and you could get like, it was all free because it was an inclusive resort. So the Red Stripe beer, if you take it down to the beach, the locals swim up to the beach or paddle up on their little surfboard things. They can't actually come on the resort, but they hang out in the water, and they sell you like little necklaces and jewelry and seashells and shit like that. And they'll trade you like jewelry and stuff for beer. So you hand them the Red Stripe beer, and they just love you to death. So yeah, it's really good. I really enjoy it. And yeah, it tastes better in Jamaica though, just because you're in the sun and on the beach. But it's got the little stubby bottles. We always have the long necks up here, so just something different. Thought I'd try it. David Hasselhoff should appear in Stranger Worlds as a legacy minor character. I mean, it's the Hoff. NZ Fade, get a guest host for Samuel. I'd expect Sir Patrick Stewart at the very least. Vile Mike, should Dave be the leader of an alien planet with the title of the Hoff? Yes. Feed Me Seymour, okay, Strange New World Enterprise. Is it me or does it look fat? That's a fat Enterprise. I mean, in Discovery it was nice and slim when COVID died, and boom, fat Enterprise. It doesn't look much different from the Discovery version. The problem with the Discovery version, the Disco Prize, and the Strange New World Enterprise, the neck is a lot stubbier than the TOS original one. And as a result, the saucer's lower, which means the pylons are angled out more and shorter. So from the front and back, it looks very squat. Same from the side, it looks squished. The neck should be longer, and the pylons should be, instead of like this, they should be more up like that. So that's what makes it look kind of funky. It's growing on me though, and from most angles it doesn't really, it's not even noticeable. But yeah, TOS one's better, just saying. Holy Gabriel, can't stand beer myself. Honestly, only like hard cider. Give me Bold Rock Draft any day. Well, Mike, even better, have him have personal guard called the Baywatch. The leader of which is called, it's named Kit. That's awesome. Daniel Milburn, not asking to open a wound, genuinely curious about how the car is doing. The car is doing well. The brakes are fixed and it's ready to go on a road trip down to Louisville, Kentucky, which I'm leaving on Thursday morning. The Camaro is still in the shop. I had to pick up a new, I actually had a defective distributor on it, and had to pick up a high performance distributor, which I had to get from the States, and some high performance spark plug wires, and my mechanic was away for a week, so he just came back on, well, yesterday, and I got the parts to him. So I haven't heard back yet. I'm probably going to message him tomorrow to see what's up. I won't be able to pick it up till after I get back from Wonderfest though. So the Camaro is still in the shop, but it's not like I need that for travel or anything. That's just a fun Sunday driver car. So yeah, but the cruise is fine. The brakes are done and it's all good now. So yeah, thank you. No chunk shaming the Enterprise, please. We say thick, 3 C's. Feed Me Seymour, squished is just a pleasant way of saying fat. Well, then I'm squished. NZ Fade, do you think in Strange New Worlds they'll show Pike being burnt to a crisp, or do you think he'll work out how to retcon it, or something silly like that was a clone of him, etc., to get around it? Not sure all of those could be worked into a good story. I don't know. I would love for him to be able to dodge it, just so that they can say, okay, well, this is the multiverse then, because we changed what's supposed to happen. And then it's like, yes, you got a whole bunch of different. You're not Prime Universe. Good job. Colin, in Cork, Ireland, Spike Island has over 1,000 years of history. It's been a monastery, fortress, the world's largest prison, a deportation center, military HQ, and now a national monument. Insane place. Well, if any place is going to be haunted, that'll be the one. Delilah C. Johnson. Hey, Captain, good to see you. Good to see you as well, Delilah. Thank you for making it. Holy Gabriel, I've seen several documentaries, holy shit, words, documentaries about Spike Island. Wow, one fucked up hell of a prison. Jack Crane, is there beta canon that explains what happens to Una and why Kirk is the next captain and not her? And do you think that will work in Strange New Worlds? I'm sure there is beta canon. I don't know it, though. I don't know what happens to Una necessarily. I'm sure that they will work that in Strange New Worlds, yes. My guess is that she sacrifices herself for the ship or something, or she just gets a promotion, gets a better assignment. And because Pike is good friends with Sam Kirk, and they've been serving together on the Enterprise, they're going to see Kirk in season 2. We already know that. So my guess is that Pike meets Kirk. Kirk impresses him on like a mission where Kirk is helping out, and then that'll be Pike's recommendation for next captain. That's kind of what I think is going to happen. Megan Bruns. Is it Bruns or Bruns? $2. I am grateful to you and Samuel. You helped me go. Thank you. We are smart. We will make you go. Well, Mike, I think the Strange New Worlds will end with Pike handing the proverbial keys to the Big E to Kirk, and they will not show the accident that disfigured Pike. Distinct possibility, yes. Feed me, Seymour. This is the USS McDonald's Captain Ronald McDonald beaming down a Big Mac and fries and a chicken mayo from the Pound Saver menu. Hey, I would gladly accept. Sonic Fan 22. Hello. You should have said hello there. NZ Fade Pike, the actor, actually came out to defend all the hate against Reva's actor on Twitter. She's getting a lot of crap about her character. Yep, Star Wars fans are a bunch of cunts. And just fucking leave people alone. There's nothing wrong with the character. There's nothing wrong with the actress. Stop being ignorant and put down your fucking phone, your device, or your keyboard, and go fucking outside and look at a guy, look at a rainbow or something, or better yet, stare directly into the fucking sun. If you're going to be that much of an asshole, I don't understand the hate. So, Feed Me Seymour. How has none of the cast of Big Bang Theory not appeared in any Star Trek series? I mean, Sheldon as a Romulan. Not something I necessarily want to see any of them in Star Trek, honestly, but yeah. Gestrel, Star Wars fans are what? If you didn't hear me, you should go back and rewind it. You can see it next Tuesday. Or see you next Tuesday. Yeah. I say it a lot. Got a problem with it? I don't really care. Only the asshole Star Wars fans are that. The ones that love Star Wars so much that they hate anything new. That's what I meant. Birth defect. They should end Strange New Worlds like they did Soprano. Just end it mid-scene. Feed Me Seymour. She killed the Inquisitor. I mean, that's badass for a character. Vile Mike. To be fair, there are some see you next Thursday type people in the Trek fandom. Yes, there absolutely are. Sheldon would be a Vulcan, wouldn't he? Gestrel's laughing at me. Birth defect. Penny would be cool. Hint that she might be Kirk's daughter. Hey, I'm down. Vile Mike, LOL, I seriously typed that see you next Thursday before you said something similar. Did you, though? I'll believe you. Thousands wouldn't, but I will. I got you. NZ Fade, the same Inquisitor that is alive 4 years later in Star Wars Rebels. Yes, but getting a lightsaber through you does not necessarily equate to dead. Fucking Darth Maul got cut in half and survived. It's Star Wars, man. People are getting shit cut off all the time. You know, getting a lightsaber to the gut isn't going to be a fucking death sentence. If anything, it's probably, you know, first of all, it cauterizes going in, so if as long as it doesn't hit anything really vital, he'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Jason Paris, I'm sure that Reva will return to the light side of the Force. By the way, what was your reaction to the Andor series? You know, I just don't give a shit. I watched the trailer and I'm like, oh. I mean, I'm going to watch it, but, oh, I don't care about this character. So, Feed Me Seymour, how to win a Star Trek versus Star Wars argument with one word, parsec. I mean, parsec? Delilah C. Johnson, my wife and I are going to see Loverboy Styx and Rio Speedway again on the 8th. Ooh. Well, enjoy the concert, guys. NZ Fade, Luke lost a hand and survived. Palpatine lost a body, still survived. Feed Me Seymour, Rey lost her acting skills, but still survived. Birth Defect, heartbreak is more deadly in Star Wars than a lightsaber. She lost the will to live. As long as you got a good will to live, you're good. You're golden. I got a hair or something in my eye. It's really irritating my eye. Oh, it's probably all red. It's getting that way. Hell, old Palpy survived being thrown into the Death Star reactor and then it blowing up. Colin Barrett, the first time I was on Spike Island back in February, I had one of the most intense encounters with the paranormal I've ever had, and I spent years in a haunted mansion with an energy vortex inside. Damn, son, I gotta see what you film. I want to see this shit. Make a show out of it. James McGill, gotta sleep. Have a good one, everyone. See you later, James. NZ Fade, flush it out. Oh, yeah. Flush it out with beer. That's a good idea. You thought I would, wouldn't you? Yeah, I think it's a pug hair or something. And the worst thing is, I'm allergic to dogs and cats. Specifically their saliva. But their hair to a certain degree. And if I ever get it, there's pug hair everywhere in this house. It's called pug litter. And if I ever get it in my eyes, yeah, my eyes turn really red. I can definitely feel something in there, an irritant. Gestrel, if you cut my hand off, I'd lose my will to do nothing, because you get a prosthetic that's mechanical and it would go a lot faster. You know it would. Robert Adams, hi, I'm a captain of a Starship Hawking, a Meridorn Thea class raider. Well, hello, Robert. Welcome. Feed Me Seymour, unlimited power cables. Matt Boardman is here. Don't do it. That'll burn like a mofo. Ugh, pet hair in the eyes is the worst. NZ Fate, I got it wrong. You don't wash it out with beer. You wash it out with vodka. The Holy Gabriel and energy vortex that an open doorway are generally different things. Spike Island is full of doorways to nasty, nasty places. The kind of places I go to experience during one of my 2 NDEs. Cold water wash works wonders on irritated eyes. It does, yes. Matt Borman, I read somewhere that a pug has about 600 hairs per square inch. I would believe it. And you know what else? I bet you the brain cell count's a lot lower than that. 6 brain cells per square inch. Birth defect. How many more parts of Anakin would need to be severed to replace to become Theseus' ship? Great question. Well, Mike, I'm going to head off myself. Gotta call Mrs. Vile. Have a good insert relative time period here. Later, folks. See you later, Vile Mike. You guys are funny. Oh, man. Should we talk about Top Gun now that Matt's here? Oh, Top Gun fan service. I mean, Top Gun Maverick. Awesome movie, by the way. What's with this 99% on Rotten Tomatoes and an A plus cinema score? 300 million in the first weekend. Damn, son, you done working on a winner there. That's a good. It's a good movie. I need to see it in IMAX still. I want to see it. My son Christian and Thomas, they both want to see it, so I want to take them to the IMAX because I haven't seen it in IMAX yet, and it's made for IMAX. So. Yeah, I'm just wondering how long it's going to take me to memorize the whole thing, considering I've probably got 25% of it memorized already, considering it's all just from Top Gun, which, good on them. I like the way they did it. I'm glad you're happy, Matt. Colin Barrett, the Loftus Hall vortex was rare, both positive and negative. Put out huge amounts of ion discharges, powered all kinds of residential energies in the house and grounds. Some very nasty. Damn. Both are Anakin and Vader, neither is Anakin and Vader. Matt Boardman, it took the kids to see it on Sunday and they loved it. Ooh, nice. Eric Martin, $5. Good to see you, Cap. I'm still working. Gonna be a late night. Well, welcome, Eric. Thank you so much. And thank you for the birthday gift. You brought me some wine. Birth defect. Wasn't going to see Maverick, but I've heard it's probably Tom's best or highest grossing movie, and it's got Conley. Can't go wrong with Jennifer Connelly, I'm sorry. Are we going to see Tribbles in the new series? Probably. They already fucked them up by throwing them in Discovery, so why not? The Holy Gabriel. Did you get to see Old Satan while at Loftus? Megan Bruns. Spock may have been Kirk's first officer. However, in my house, Spock, the cat, is the captain, and he is ordering me to give him treats right now. If I don't, I'll face a court-martial. I guess I can't argue. Go take care of that. Eric Martin, that's the wine they make for the Pope, so should be good. Pope wine. Feed Me Seymour. The one thing that bugged me about Obi-Wan series, Guy moans half credits. I have family. I swear there was a scene missing where Obi-Wan gives him the coins. I mean, damn, Obi-Wan, you got cold. No, it's totally appropriate because I thought the same thing the first time. I'm like, when they're sitting on the train going back into Mos Eisley, I'm thinking he's gonna hand him the coins or drop them in his lap or use the Force and like levitate them into his pocket without him seeing or something. But no, he's very much not using his powers. He's not helping anybody because, as Reva says, and even the Grand Inquisitor says, Jedis hunt themselves. They can't help their nature, and that's helping other people. And he said, I'm not helping anybody. For 10 years, he hasn't helped anybody because he doesn't want to draw any attention. And he needs to make sure that Luke gets trained, considering he's the son of Anakin. And it's going to be a strong Force user. So he needs to stay very much under the radar. So I have no problem with that at all. I totally get it. But I myself expected him to either grab him before they got on the train and say, here's some credits to help out or whatever, or do something while on the train. Didn't happen. And I like that it didn't happen now that I know what's going on with the story. So 100% think it's fine. He didn't even help that other Jedi. And even the other Jedi was like, Obi-Wan, what happened to you? Like, what's going on? So no, I think it's fine. It's exactly as it should be. So no problem there for me. Birth defect, laughing my ass off. So follow up then. Could there actually be a Vader Force ghost? I mean, there was a completely different person at the end of Jedi. It's a good question, and I don't know. I don't think so, but Sonic fan, go to the movies with, have a cookout with Superman, Batman, or The Flash. Go blowing with. The fuck does that mean? Does it mean blowjob? I don't know. What the hell kind of question is that? Birth defect. Conley is ageless. She's old. She could be my mother, but she's gotten better with time. I mean, she hasn't got better. She was, I think, better in the Labyrinth and the Rocketeer. Oh my God, the Rocketeer. However, yes, she's still damn fine. Better? The argument could be made for sure. I'm not going to say no, but Eric Martin, I assume Bale sets Obi-Wan with the house he has in A New Hope and credits so he doesn't have to mix with people. Possibly. Matt Boardman, not to mention that Obi-Wan is in a very dark place internally right now since we're post-Revenge of the Sith. Yes, but now that he knows that Anakin's alive now, he can not feel as guilty thinking that he killed him. Colin, there was a night where I did encounter something I cannot explain. One theory is I had a brief encounter with the old serpent. Truth be told, I don't know what I saw. Data captured inconclusive. See, I want to hear more of these stories. Colin, you need to make a TV show. I'm telling you. Jaws, how come when Pike asked Ortegas about impulse power, she said they could only have half impulse because the starboard nacelle was damaged? Don't the nacelles have to do with warp engines? Yes, they house the warp plasma coils. It could have been bad writing. Could have meant the starboard impulse engine was damaged, perhaps. But just maybe they didn't understand. I don't know. Love Conley in the Snowpiercer series. I haven't seen that. Jason Paris, Anakin redeemed himself by throwing the Senate down the shaft. Birth defect, she was 16 in Labyrinth. I'm aware. However, young Jennifer Connelly, that's why I said Rocketeer right afterwards. I prefer to the older one. Don't get me wrong, she's a MILF, or a GILF even. I don't know if she's a grandmother. But absolutely 100%. Better though, I don't know. I wouldn't say she got better. She's just stayed pretty constant. So, the Holy Gabriel, then trust your gut. I had a run-in with a dragon a few years back. Showed itself as a black mass and beat me to a pulp. I says, what? Sonic fan says, I meant bowling. My bad. Oh, go bowling with. All right, so go bowling with. Probably go bowling with Batman, because I got a decent chance of at least winning. Go to the movies with The Flash, because he's a funny guy. He likes pulp culture. He's all into that. And have a cookout with Superman. Have him, heat up some burgers with his eyes or some shit, so you don't have to wait too long on the grill. And then you get to hang out with... There you go, that's my answer. Eric Martin, could have been a structural integrity issue with the damaged nacelle not being able to take that much impulse acceleration. Could be. Holy Gabriel, Dagon, not Dragon. Okay. Sorry, I read Dragon because, guys, I have dyslexia. So sometimes I misread things. Birth defect. Oh, wait, never mind. LOL. Conley and career opportunities. I take everything I said. Yeah. Career opportunities, riding the mechanical horse. Colin Barrett, my feeling at the time was that it was something very old, very powerful, and very dark. Come on, guys, who wants to super chat and get me to have some more drink? Hashtag would appreciate, considering we didn't do a live earlier tonight. And like I said, at the end of this week, with me going to Wonderfest, I'm not sure what the live schedule is going to be like. So, Colin says, could the damage to the nacelles have affected the structural integrity of the ship, and that's why impulse was limited? Distinct possibility. Sure. Megan says, the store I worked at for 3 years stands where I'm hotel that has had an arson occur at, and I have some interesting stories about what has happened to me in that store. I should do a supernatural. Next time I do a campfire live, which I actually could have done tonight. It's a really nice night. God damn it, should have had a campfire. Maybe when I come back from Wonderfest, we'll do one. We'll talk about supernatural stories. So Colin and Holy Gabriel and Megan, make sure you join me for that. If you see a campfire, hang out with the captain, come by, we'll tell ghost stories and stuff. That'd be awesome. Eric Martin, I wonder if Obi will visit Yoda in this show, assuming he knows where he is. That'd be cool. Jason Paris, I want a good Battlestar Galactica movie. Broken speaker, $2. I'm driving. Well, you better not be drinking then, but I'll drink for you. Holy Gabriel, just be careful. I know firsthand how dangerous it can be to have an attachment whilst being unaware you've got a preternatural parasite. Gestrel, $1985. May the force be with you, and get off here. You get off here. See you next Tuesday. I'll be getting off of here sooner or later, just because my eyes really sore. And yeah. Olivia says, hey, I'm sorry I'm late. I was asleep and didn't hear the yellow alert go off. I blame Fleet Paw for unplugging my yellow alert speakers. Grant McGregor, $5. I was pissed off when watching behind the scenes, and the head writer said there was no allegory for the gore and they are just monsters. Excuse me? Drink up. Well, I mean, what would the allegory be? I couldn't even think of one. Ooh, Colin Montgomery, welcome to the rank of Commander. Thank you very much, Colin. Welcome aboard, Commander, sir. Those channel memberships make a huge deal, so if you're able to click that join button and see what options there are for you to help out on a monthly basis, please do so. I'd really appreciate it. But thank you, Colin. That is amazing. Didn't expect to get a new member during this live, but that is awesome, sir. Talonhawk. Jen was definitely pretty in Labyrinth, but thinking of that movie causes flashbacks to The Bulge. Oh. Ah, yes. David Bowie's Bulge. Is it worse than Decker's from the motion picture? I don't know. They're both pretty bad. But to be fair, at least Deckard wasn't playing with his balls. You know, David Bowie had the balls. And that technique. Fondling the balls. You know what I'm talking about. Olivia says, are you okay? You're looking extremely Stuart today. Oh, that's really mean. Colin Barrett, indeed. We do a fairly good grounding at the beginning and end. Don't want to be bringing that work home with you, especially things I've seen out there. Talonhawk. Decker didn't dance around with it in the center of the shot. That's true. It's true. Surrounded by little goblins and ghouls. Birth defect. I have money that Bowie was stuffing. Dishonest Goblin King. Well, I mean, maybe it was cold on the soundstage, you know? Eric Martin, how long does it take to get to Kentucky? It's a 7.5 hour drive. We're leaving around 7 a.m. We're planning to be there around 3. Possibly 4 at the latest, depending on how long we stop for lunch. So 7.5 hour drive isn't bad. It's shorter than the drive was to Chicago, which I did at the beginning of the month. So Megan Bruns, I want more Ender's Game universe movies. All the Enderverse books are amazing. Trekyards would have more interesting ships and tech to look at. We gotta do more Trekyards sometime. Birth Defect agrees with you, Megan. Colin says, I know some great ghost stories. Oh, I'm sure you do, man. I would love to just sit down and chat with you because that kind of shit just intrigues the shit out of me. And I don't understand in today's day and age how people are like, I don't believe in ghosts. Okay. Really? I don't know. It just bugs me. Close-minded people. But hey, they have reasons, so it's fine. What are your thoughts on Ezra Miller? The name sounds familiar, but I can't place who the hell they are. So I have no thoughts as of this moment. Olivia, so question, Stuart. Why was a lady who specializes in stellar cartography teaching it in Top Gun? Does that mean Top Gun was really a space show and we didn't notice? Who are you talking about? What lady who specializes in stellar cartography? I'm so confused. Grant McGregor, ghost hunting shows ruined the ghost story experience for me. Not me. Birth defect, even if you don't believe in ghosts, they are still fun. Mr. Ben, have you read all those books? The Ender? No, I have not. Eric Martin, going to Chicago means going through Gary, Indiana. That place looks like old Detroit from RoboCop. It's so run down. Sonic Fan 22, he played the Flash in the DCU. Oh, I like him. I don't know much about him outside of his role as the Flash. I just like the character that he plays in that. So, Talonhawk, the instructor that Maverick gets with, has a degree in astrophysics. Jennifer Connelly? Well, first of all, she wasn't teaching at Top Gun, so I don't know what Olivia's talking about. If you're talking about Charlie from the first one, I'm pretty sure she didn't have a degree in astrophysics. The lady that Tom Cruise fell in love with in Top Gun. So which one? Charlie from the first movie or Jennifer Connelly, Penny Benjamin from the second movie? If it's Penny Benjamin, she wasn't teaching at Top Gun. The Holy Gabriel, I learned quickly in the realm of haunted places versus haunted people. I've always been in ladder on top of having lived in some very, very haunted houses. Mr. Ben, what is your profession? You're looking at it, YouTube. Prior to this, I was a private investigator. Matt Boardman, poor Gary, Indiana. I was the butt of so many jokes. The Holy Gabriel, isn't he also Credence from the Fantastic Beasts series? Don't know. From the first movie. You're telling me that call sign Charlie from the first movie had a degree in astrophysics, eh? Well, first of all, she was a civilian contractor. I wouldn't say she was teaching at Top Gun, but where do you get that she has a degree in astrophysics? I've watched that movie more than 150 times. It's never once stated, unless it's stated in Top Gun 2 and I missed it, which is very distinctly possible because I just saw it the one time so far. So, yeah. Wasn't the Enders movies bashed because of its views on sexuality? I hope that's not true. That's stupid. I don't know. Megan says, I'm reading The Swarm right now. Ooh, nice. Eric Martin, Matt, it makes Toledo look good. When she gets introduced. It doesn't say she has a degree in astrophysics. Now I want to look up that quote because that's not what it is. Let's see. Of course. Fuck, I can't even look it up right now. Matt, do me a favor. Look up the quote when they introduced Charlie to the Top Gun class. She's a civilian contractor, so you do not salute her. But you better listen to her because the Pentagon listens to her about your proficiency. They say nothing about her having a degree in astrophysics. Anyway. Just Google the line. It says she did. Jester introduces Charlie and says she has a degree in astrophysics, but she's a building contractor, so you do not salute her. Really? Oh, no, don't I look like a fool? It doesn't make any sense. One of the most qualified is Tegra, call sign Charlie. She has a PhD in astrophysics, and she's also a building contractor, so you do not salute her. But you better listen to her, because the Pentagon listens to her about your proficiency. Yeah. Well, there you go. Unable to install Google? What? Well, I apologize, Olivia. You are right, but that has nothing to do with stellar cartography. So your question is still invalid. Megan, they wanted to add love scenes to Ender's Game. Orson Scott Card said he would pull the rights to it if they did. Okay, I don't know what Ender's Game is. I haven't seen it, so. Greetings, programs. Hope everyone is doing well tonight. Hope you are doing well tonight, Captain Foley. I mean, I am. I have that movie memorized, Top Gun. I don't remember that astrophysics. I probably misheard it this whole time, like hearing a song lyric wrong. She has a PhD in something. You do not salute her. But you better listen to her, because the Pentagon listens to her about your proficiency. Now I feel stupid. Sorry, Olivia, but still, has nothing to do with the stellar cartography. So. That's really going to bug you until you watch it now. I've been meaning to rewatch Top Gun anyway, so. It is going to bug me, though. Gotta say, it's been a hot minute since I've watched Top Gun. But that being said, I got it in 3D now, so that's awesome. Yeah, I don't know why they need a civilian contractor with a PhD in astrophysics. That makes no fucking sense. Physics, I get, because she's reviewing their flight maneuvers. But astrophysics? That just makes no sense. It just goes to show that in the universe is far larger and broader than what our 5 very limited senses are still very young can detect. From what I've heard, Scott didn't agree with gay marriage or something shouldn't affect their art, in my opinion. Yeah, I remember that line. Watched it the other day. I'm getting ready for the new one. I thought to myself as well, that's odd. It is odd. It's really weird. But it was based on, well, the Navy, the military, worked quite heavily with them doing that script. There wasn't everything in the script that they approved of or was accurate, but that just seems like a really weird fucking anomaly. There's a school of thought at the moment that a lot of paranormal activity and even the nature of life and death itself may have answers in quantum physics. Oh, absolutely. I totally agree with that. Talonhawk, I wonder if maybe they confused it with aerodynamics. She has a PhD in aerodynamics. That would make more sense. And it's also, like I said, I've watched the movie a zillion times, but one of the most qualified is Artegrep. I always thought they said Artegra. One of the most qualified is Artegra. Call sign Charlie, which I never understood what Artegra meant. I thought it was like an acronym for something. But Artegrep makes sense, having actually read the fucking words now. Never actually watched Top Gun with subtitles on. So, she has a PhD in astrophysics. Whatever. Anyway. Watch Ender's Game Cap. You'll love it. However, please read the book as well. It fills in most of the movie. Die Hard had a ceramic Glock, so Eric Martin, I love the scene in Top Gun 2 where Iceman asks who's the best pilot. You figured it out yet? What's that? Who's the best pilot? The Holy Gabriel, as someone who has been clinically dead twice in his life, I can firmly attest that death does not exist. Wow, that got deep. Birth defect. Maybe the writer just thought it sounded smart. The canopies on jets would never kill someone like it did on the Goose. Not true. Not true. That's based on an actual problem that the F-14 had. And there was a Rio that was killed in the exact same way. They wanted to make that realistic because originally the script called for two planes to collide. And the Navy said absolutely 100% not. That would not happen. We don't want to show that. So the flat spin creates like a vortex and a little bit of a vacuum above an F-14 because it's got such a big body. So when you're in a flat spin and you eject the canopy is supposed to eject and go that way. But there was problem up, and there's not a long enough delay. Well, if the plane was moving forward or falling in a conventional way, the canopy would go up and get blown back. But considering it was a flat spin, it hovered there for a couple seconds and, yes, actually broke a Rio's neck in real life. So that incident with Goose is 100% accurate and plausible. That you can look up. In Torsus Valo, how was your birth? How that your birthday is over? I will talk about the JJ Prize. How will you react if it reappears in any future Trek as a cameo? I'll just laugh. Thank you, Donnie. Talonhawk, another bit of trivia. One of the stunt pilots died after going into a flat spin. I believe the movie is dedicated to him, or at least mentioned it. Yes, Art Scholl is his name. And he actually died getting the footage for the flat spin. He actually put his little stunt plane in a flat spin to get that footage that they used of the spinning down like that. And yeah, he died in that, filming that scene. So yes, his name's Art Scholl. He's actually a stunt pilot that worked on a lot of different movies. So you see his name in quite a few movie credits. Birth defects. Sorry, I only worked around F-18s. They had bars on the seats to smash the canopy. Yeah, but F-18s are a totally different beast. Megan Bruns. As a child of a fighter pilot, I can tell you the answer to who is the best pilot is always you're looking at him. Yeah, pretty much. Sorry if I made you mad. You didn't. It just... makes me second guess reality because that's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard. She has a PhD in astrophysics. So when you guys go into space, you'll be fucking ready. The fuck kind of bullshit is that? PhD in astrophysics. Go fuck yourself. That's just dumb. Now I hate Top Gun. Just because of that one line fucking ruins the whole movie for me. God damn it. It's because I was inverted. Hey, Captain. I read that actor that played Hugh claimed at an interview that Hugh fell in love with Eleanor during their time on the Cube. It was his first attraction, and he realized it as he died. Okay. Squadron Course, are there any flying non-Iranian F-14s left? Non-Iranian? No, they're all Iranian. So, birth defect. F-18s are completely different beasts, more beastly than F-14s. Not true. Don't even get me started on that. I was nice in saying that they're a completely different beast. I was going to say something much ruder. But we'll just leave it at that. Maybe since it was the first time I picked up on it first. Yeah, probably. I've seen it so often, and like I said, I thought one of the most qualified is Artegra. I always thought they said Artegra, not Artegrep. Like, enunciation's important, and it's like hearing a song your whole life and thinking you know the words and singing the words. and then a cover band does the song, or you see the group live and you realize you've been singing the wrong words for 20 fucking years. That's what it is. I just misheard the line. One of the most qualified is Artegra. That's what I hear. Go watch the clip. Artegra, that's what I hear. But Artegrep makes sense. Just ADR the line a little bit better so it's rep. Anyway. Well, I can say scientifically that I've seen ghosts, but I can say I've encountered energy as I can measure it. It's intelligent and it responds to requests, and it claims to have been human. Wow. And we can research those claims. The evidence is so far is compelling. Love it. I love hearing this kind of shit. Hey, Cap, what's your opinion on the Boeing bird of prey one-off experimental jet prototype? First time I'm hearing about it, so. Birth defect. Took me years before I could listen to Under Pressure because I heard Bowie calling me an asshole. Okay. Peter Lukaku. I would have loved to see an F-22 Super Tomcat make an appearance in Top Gun, but the movie was so good I have no criticism so far. Well done. What do you mean an F-22 Super Tomcat? You mean an F-22 Raptor? They're not Super Tomcats. What's the best PlayStation console in your opinion? Best PlayStation console. I would say the PlayStation 4 or the PlayStation 3, the fat body ones, the big boys. I hardly touch my PlayStation 5. Olivia, so they were celebrating on the deck of the aircraft carrier at the end, even though the enemy practically declared war by shooting down Iceman in real life. They would be at post. No, they bugged out though. So yes, even though they did fire, they bugged out because they didn't want an international incident. So if both sides can keep it quiet and keep it to a skirmish, this happens all the time. Yeah, they didn't press it, so that's what it is. Yes, they would probably be at post, but it's the end of an 80s movie, so what do you expect? Love me some F-14 action, hell yeah. Look for you in the credits, we'll have to go back and try again. Yeah, I looked for him too, I missed it, but then he showed me where it was, and I was looking way too far at the end of the credits. I was looking for like visual effects and stuff, but he's in pre-visualization and post-visualization. It's like his name, it's 3 names, and his is like the... Yes, I need to watch it again though, because I want to catch it live. Talonhawk and Super Tomcats would have been F-21s. But then they wouldn't have been Tomcats. It would have been the F-14E or F or whatever the next designation was. Peter Lukaku, what meant was a prototype Super Tomcat that doesn't exist based on F-22 frame at the beginning of the movie? Yes, that would have been awesome. And I've seen the renders of that, like the stealth Tomcat, they call it. Fucking great looking ship. But yeah, that would have been cool. Matt Boardman, they put us up with the production staff, which was super nice of them to do. Talonhawk, they had a different designation planned because it would have been a different plane. Well, then it wouldn't have been a fucking Tomcat now, would it? So I wouldn't have liked that. Here's our F-35. Oh, sorry, that's a bad number to pick. Why did I pick that one? Here's an F-47, also known as the Tomcat. No, it would be a Super Tomcat. Whatever. Bowie. No man asks for it. I hear you're an asshole. But you know what I mean about mishearing song lyrics your entire life, and then you actually read them. You have to read the lyrics on karaoke or something. And you're like, holy fuck, that's what it says. And then it's like the Yanni or what, Brainstorm or Brain Needle or whatever, the sound of things, you hear what you read. And then all of a sudden you start hearing that. And then when you hear the song after that without the words, you're confused because you can hear both. You're like, that's what I grew up with, but that's what it actually is. So now I'm going to have a different feel watching Top Gun. What are your thoughts on the Black Widow 2? I didn't even know there was a Black Widow 2, so those are my thoughts. Yay, I just found out about it. Is it needed? Probably not. The Black Widow, honestly, Black Widow hasn't been good since Iron Man 2. Iron Man 2, she was great. She looked fantastic. Since then, not so much. So, I just don't care. One more thing. If Top Gun was made today, I would have pegged Maverick and Goose as being in a relationship. The chemistry between them was great. Really? No. You can't be in a relationship with your Rio. I think that goes against regulations. And no. Don't give me that whole Quentin Tarantino theory of it's just an expression of gay men. That's what the whole movie's about. It's like, no, it's not. Nothing is quite as pretty as a VOT F4U Corsair. Seriously? Let's see, can I even find one? No, because they're hideous. Well, here's a VOT A7 Corsair 2. No, I fucking hate Corsairs. Sorry. That big air intake, not so much. I don't think I have that one in here. That's where it's at. And if you don't think so, there are other channels for you to watch, my friends. F-14, best fighter jet ever made. It's not an opinion, it's a fact. It's so good, they even put it on the front of the book. Modern Combat Aircraft, F-14. And they got some other shit on the back of the book. Did you think of the opening sequence for this one? The opening sequence for this one? The opening sequence for this one I thought was funny because I'm like, I said to Sylvia, they're playing the wrong movie. It's the exact same, man. That being said, by having F-18s instead of F-14s, it was like going to the strippers on a Tuesday afternoon and seeing the C Squad. Just saying, the F-14s look a lot better. I'd much rather go on a Friday night to the strippers to see the real strippers, not the C Squad. F-18s, they ain't got it. They ain't got it. They can't pull off those visuals. Sorry. They just can't. But I did think that was one hell of an epic way to start that movie. Grab you right by the nostalgia nuts and go, "We got you, motherfucker." Just the F-14, no, A, B, C, or D. No, actually, I disagree. The F-14D is far superior. Man, that F-14 reminds me a lot of the TOS Enterprise. So many great angles that you can make shoot it from. Yes. Well, yes, but the dang Navy abandoned the F-14s on us. This is true. Who were they fighting in Top Gun? They never said who the MiGs belonged to. No, it's just an unnamed enemy. Anyway, we're not going to get into this discussion. I need to go wash my eye out. And so if anybody has any super chats they want to throw in, now would be the time, because I am ending now. But I'm not going to go for the full 2 hours. So I want to see if I can actually run to the store real quick before it closes. Grab myself something to drink. I remember the first time Eddie Hamilton, the editor, showed us the opening sequence. It gave me goosebumps. Everyone sat in sudden silence. And always went, "That was awesome." Yes. It's an interesting way to do a sequel. They did a fucking great job. Tom Cruise knows what people want out of Top Gun. Sorry for making you dislike that scene. Hope you have a great time in Land of Baseball Bats. What's your favorite soda? I mean, if you're asking if it's Coke or Pepsi, Coke wins every time, 100%. But honestly, I prefer like Orange Crush or maybe Dr. Pepper even. Have a safe trip, Captain, and I know you'll work hard for this. Try to have some fun. I will try to have some fun. Thank you, Megan. Yeah, I'll be doing lives from Wonderfest. So I'll be doing lives of the model room floor, or of the model room. So I'll get like close with the models and you guys can see them live. And I'll try to read your super chats as I go, but it'll be crowded and busy probably. That being said, I do get special access. Well, I have in past years because we had a Trekyards trophy every year, but I did not expect to be going this year, so I didn't even get the trophy made. I only decided like 2 weeks ago that I was going to be going, so. But I will do live footage from the floor so you guys can see what's going on at Wonderfest, so stay tuned for that. It'll probably be in the afternoon sometime. So, Daniel Milburn, $10. Have a great trip. Thank you. So, yes, by all means, stay vigilant and look out for lives for me this weekend. That being said, I hope to have a captain's log about Wonderfest when I get back that I'll edit together and have for you guys later next week or the week after. Because I'd like to do captain's log Wonderfest videos, but I'll see how my time is and stuff. I honestly haven't been in the creative video making mood as of late, and this live, I didn't even want to do this live, but I figured I should do a live before I go, and because, you know, I didn't do one, Sam and myself didn't do one at Ford today, so. I'm broke down in Georgia, so if you want to go visit, go ahead. Those of us who can't make it, much appreciate all your work. Thank you very much. Megan, the last convention I went to was Tulsa, Oklahoma, when Enterprise was in production, and I got to meet Connor Trenier. Wait, did that just show my age? No, it didn't. You can't be more than 30. Anyway. Funny how we got some of these sidetracked. I still need to do Trust me, guys, I still want to do a video talking about Top Gun Maverick, a live discussion just focusing on Top Gun, but that'll be after I see it at least one more time, possibly 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, 600 more times. I don't know, but I'm gonna see it a few times in theaters because it's awesome. So, oh, your alternator finally died, Olivia. Oh no. Hope you're okay. Try 39.5. Megan, there's no way you can be more than 30. Come on. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Good. Got my book converted to e-format. Yes, he did. I gotta read it, though. Wish we could see it together, Stuart. I know, Matt. I know. Go talk to Tom Cruise, man. Tell him you need to fly down here. He's got a private jet that he can fly himself. Or maybe he'll give you a ride in his Mustang, his P-51. But tell him you got to come down here for a day and visit. And I'd love to meet him, too. We could watch it with him. That would be awesome. You got the inside scoop. You got the connections. Do that shit. Get down here. Or fly me out there, one of the other. 29.5 forever. Yes. Yeah, I had to drive the truck an hour, which is 10 volts. Your alarm clock has more volts than the truck had going. Oh my god. Anyway, guys, I'm going to call it there. Thank you so much. I'm going to go rinse my eye out, get this pug hair out of my eye. And I'll see you guys later. I'm at the age where my humor suggests my son's... I'm at the age where my humor suggests son's 12. Son 12, my mind thinks I'm 25, but my body mostly keeps asking if I'm sure I'm not dead yet. I just turned 48. I can relate. However, I don't feel anywhere near my age. My back might disagree a few days out of the week, and so might my knee occasionally. But overall, I definitely mentally don't feel 48. That's just ridiculous. I remember being like 20 and thinking people that are 48 were old, and it's like, nope. Oh, your humor suggests you're 12. Gotcha. Yes. Right Sublet says, I'll see you this weekend. Awesome. Say hi. Anyway, guys, hopefully, Olivia, you get that fixed and that's all good. Matt, come on down here with Tom Cruise. Let's watch the movie together. And as for everybody else, I'll see you guys at Wonderfest, either live, in person there, or live on here so you guys can see the festivities. So until next time, I'm Captain Foley, and I hope this trip goes well. So live long and prosper, everybody. If you haven't seen Top Gun Maverick, what the hell's wrong with you? Go do it. It's an experience. You have to see it. Sean T, $2. Have a good trip, Captain. Thank you so much.